Good day, everyone. I am Mrs. Jackson, tarot consultant and small business owner of Gentahila Tarot. If this is the first time you are visiting my YouTube channel, Gentahila Tarot, or watching my videos from my channel, the deck of tarot cards I use for all of my daily card picks and reports is this one. Oops. Is called The Witch's Tarot Deck. It's by Ellen Dugan, Dugan, and it's by Llewellyn Publications, Llewellyn. I bought this deck on Amazon.com many years ago. I'm sure it's still probably available. Just check on Amazon. In their search engine, type in Witch's Tarot Deck, or just type in tarot decks in general. See what tarot decks populate on their website, and just have fun researching and have an open mind. Now, and please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Gentahila Tarot. Please, if you wish to learn more about me, please visit my website at gentlehealertarot.com. And if you wish to get in touch with me for maybe to set up an appointment for a reading or to ask me what type of readings I complete, or if you have a question and you're not quite sure if I can perform that reading, please again send me that business email at gentlehealertarot@gmail.com. It's free to do that, and I can answer your question if I do that. Perform that reading for you. And again, to set up an appointment too if you wish. Please, and that's the best way to get in touch with me via that business email. Now I'm going to select two cards today, both of them for the weekend. So let's get started. Spirit Guide and Guidance Team, please give us a guidance card for Saturday, April 5th, 2025 for the Northern, Southern, Eastern, Western Hemispheres of the world. And I always pick out a connecting card to emphasize that energy. Okay, tomorrow we have the Queen, excuse me, the Queen of Swords. This is a minor arcana card, sword suit. It's excuse me, it's an air element and has to do with thoughts, communication of all kind, even technology, setting standards for yourself, uh, uh, setting limits for others, like verbally setting limits or standards to others or to yourself. And again, communication of all kinds. Now, this, as you can see, is the Queen, which that encompasses female energy, and we all possess female energy, both men and women alike. And excuse me. Now, this Queen is telling us that tomorrow we're going to be probably using our intellect. We'll probably maybe even making decisions tomorrow in some way, and they're going to have to be made with empathy, with emotion, within an emotional undertone because it's a queen. Queen is more emotional, and um, we're gonna be putting our power into that decision, but we're gonna be thinking more again on the emotional side. We're not gonna be strict. Well, we're gonna be strict about it. We're gonna be um, putting a foot down about the answer we're gonna have to give to something, but we're also gonna think of the emotional needs of ourselves and of others. We're not gonna be as strict to as the king would be. So again, we might have to make a decision about something tomorrow. We're gonna use a more feminine emotional tone to it. We're going to think of the needs of others and of ourselves and try to work with that and try to help somebody out with that, where that answer is going to benefit possibly yourself and others, and that's that emotional factor. Why this pops up tomorrow for Saturday? Well, again, this is the God, I can't even think. That intellectual thing. This is the Knight of Cups. It is a minor arcana card, cup suit. It's a water element, and it has to do with giving emotion, receiving emotion, empathy, love, and directing that to others and to yourself. Now, this is as I always say in all my videos, that all knights, this is a knight on a horse, and all knights on horses are in constant motion, right? I mean, if you're on a horse, a horse moves, right? So you're in constant motion. And this knight is showing, of course, a cup. Has a cup in their hand, which means that they're gonna give some kind of maybe emotional support, maybe even kindness, and give love to others, and do it in a way where it's non-stop, because again, it's a knight on a horse and that movement, right? Constant movement. So tomorrow, the underlying factor for any decision that needs to be made, you're going to use it again, as I said, because the female, it's emotion, right? You're going to put a little love into that, maybe that decision. Maybe you're going to think of something tomorrow, maybe because again, it's going to be Saturday weekend, and you're going to have an emotional factor. You probably want to get together with friends, maybe, and you're going to think emotional. You want to put love and compassion into your decision, right? So that's exactly what's going to happen tomorrow. We gotta, whatever we're going to do tomorrow, we have to do in a more feminine manner. We can't be abrupt or brutal or anything. We can't be like coarse with our speaking with people tomorrow or with ourselves. We have to have our emotions, be emotional, be loving, maybe even be loving to yourself. Maybe there's something tomorrow where you're gonna, maybe get a little upset with yourself, maybe, or you're gonna like feel, I don't want to say feel down or anything, but sometimes, I mean, that's just the way of the world. We might just feel down tomorrow for some reason. So this is saying, give yourself a little love. Think emotionally. Think gentleness. Think whatever you're gonna do tomorrow, try to do it in an emotional factor, in that way where you won't be coarse on yourself, you won't be like mad at yourself. Try to give yourself some wiggle room. Try to give yourself some love, And same thing to others. Give others some love or accept it from somebody else. Somebody might like be more gentle with you, to help you out and give you some love. So tomorrow, have some love, give some love, try to think emotionally tomorrow, and just give yourself some, give yourself some love. Think female, think emotional, think caring, give care, and think about all the ways you can do it, because remember, Queen of Swords, the swords is communication and thought, and of course again maybe even technology as well. So we all have to give ourselves some, wiggle room to adjust to things that may not be going correctly tomorrow. So just again, give yourself some room. Try to think as clearly as you can. Try to express yourself as clearly as you can. But remember, have that emotional undertone to it. Okay, just don't be overly mean or overly sarcastic or whatever to yourself or to others. Okay, try to think like a woman. Uh, be gentle. Anyways, Sunday, April, 6. Spirit Guide Guidance Team, please give us a guidance card for Sunday, April 6, 2025 for the northern, southern, eastern, western hemispheres of the world. And again, please give us a connecting card. Okay, we have a double major Arcana cards here. Sunday, we have, we have the Shadow Side card, or in other words, in other tarot card decks, it's the Devil card. Yes, I know, don't try, calm down. This is a major arcana card, and as I say in all my videos, major arcana cards are energies we are already born with. They stay with us until our death. And we use that energy at any times when we need it, day and night. Now, this, of course, the Shadow Side card in my deck and the Devil in your deck. That energy is about something that can be attitudes about ourselves that we don't like to show in public, maybe being upset, um, bad habits. Sunday, something's going to pop up where we're probably not going to show a good side of ourselves. Now, why this pops up? Another major arcana card, like I said, the wheel of fortune or the wheel of life. This is again a major arcana card. Same as I said about this, that we are born with the energy. We use it at any times in our lives, whenever we need it, day and night. And the end result of all these cards, of all the energies, changes us in some way, and that change will stay into our future. Now, this is a positive card. This tells us that, well, things that we've been hoping for should come to us or will come to us. What we hope for, we need a change, and this is a positive where we bring out that energy. We're hoping or praying, because some of us, do pray. We're hoping for things to change for positive to come into our future, right? And this is the wheel of fortune, right? So this is telling us on Sunday that the underlying factor is we want things to change. We want positivity in our lives, and we want it to start coming soon, right? So, well, this energy is telling us that Sunday something may pop up that is going to might not make us happy. I know that you don't want to hear that. I know. Something it's going to make us feel uncomfortable. I don't know how else to put it, because it may not be a big deal. Some people it might be, some people it might not. It depends on the situation, what you're trying to change in your life, and what big or small. So this is saying that we might feel uncomfortable, we might get a little aggravated. We might not want to show this aggravation to others, and something that something that it's not gonna just not gonna make us happy on Sunday. And the underlying factor is that because of these changes, change hurts. Change does, even though it's supposed to be a positive change, because you're saying, well, it's supposed to be positive. How come I'm going to be mad, right? Sometimes, sometimes, like in the past, if you've been praying for something to change, change sometimes change happens in a certain way where we don't really want it to change, or it's difficult. Of course it's difficult. And that change, that positive change that we want, we know it's positive, but it hurts as well, because some things, like, let's just say as an example, like at a relationship, you want a relationship to change because it's not working out for you, and that change is good, but then it might also be bad. I'm not bad, but uncomfortable, because not all changes are gonna make you feel good, but changes are necessary. So this is gonna be popping up on Sunday. Some change happening. It's gotta happen, and that change is happening on Sunday, but it's not gonna be easy. So that's basically what I'm trying to say with everything I was just mumbling about. That change isn't going to be easy. You're going to have to possibly look towards Sunday as being uncomfortable for you because of this change, but that change is necessary. And with that change, it will, well, change you personally. You'll It's a step-by-step process. It's going to hurt, but it's necessary. And that the end result after it hurting, that end result is probably going to tell you we have to accept it. We have to accept the change. It's good for your life. You must move on and take that necessary thought process into your future so you can move on to something better, to something more positive. Because nothing is easy. Obviously, we all know that. I mean, we're living through that. Nothing is easy. And that's why Sunday, that positive change, it's going to hurt, but we have to live with it. We have to learn to live with it, deal with it in the best way you can. And that change will last into your future. And again, as I always say in all my videos, I have friends and family in the LGBTQ plus communities. So if you wish to receive some positive suggestions to help you maneuver through that in that community, or to help others, to give other suggestions who are going into that community, please send me a business email at gentlehealertarot@gmail.com, and I can tell you everything in that reading, what it's going to be about and what you're going to need to know and do. And for anybody who feels like they need to talk to somebody in private, where you might be going through something in your life that you're not sure how to deal with and you need to talk to somebody, please send me that business email at gentlehealertarot@gmail.com. And for free, I will try to help you get in touch with somebody, maybe around where you live or on social media or something. Someone who can help you can confide in on your own time. And as I said, that would be for free, because everybody needs someone to talk to. No one should feel alone. And as I say in all my videos, I send out positive thoughts, I send out positive words, or at least I try to, and I hope that will translate for you into positive actions. We all have to have respect for others and respect for ourselves. We all have to have patience for ourselves so we can have patience for others. Those you try to help, if they don't want it, don't push it. You don't want to change, you don't want to make a positive energy into a negative. So if they don't want you to help, just wish them well and just move on. And try to nourish yourself, food and knowledge and beauty, so you can have enough energy to help others. And again, always have respect and patience. Thank you for watching my videos. I truly appreciate it. Please stay safe and take care.